How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and I'm on the Hermitcraft Feed the Beast Monster server right now, and I have a nice warm welcoming from this guy. He started attacking me before I could even hit the record button. So, yeah, kind of trying to figure out what on earth is going on. Yeah, this monster pack is pretty wild. As you can see, there are zombies that are eager to kill you. And that's certainly not a good thing. I'm going to try figure out where the heck I'm going. I can see on my mini-map there that I have a few people close by. Alright, well, that was fun. Okay, so normally I like to disable that radar right away. But it looks like we got some stuff going on here. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. All right, so what on earth is this Minecraft Feed the Beast thing? Well, you see, it is basically like a mod pack launcher that has a whole bunch of different mods in it, and they're all configured to work properly. It's actually a lot of fun. It's pretty neat, but this is one of the newest ones. This is based off of Minecraft 1.6.4. So I know it's not quite... just give me somewhere in this dirt I can hide. Oh, fine. I just want to get away, you know? So it's not exactly like the newest version of Minecraft. But you see, that doesn't really matter because there's so many mods in here that anything vanilla doesn't really matter. Not in the big picture. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. This is actually Season 3, the start of Season 3, because, yeah, we did what was it, the Unleashed one. I think that was the last one going on, and that's pretty cool. So, let's see here. I'm just going to adjust some of the settings. Just some basic stuff here. Just want to make sure we're all good. Everything should be mostly the same. Now, when you first get in, you might want to adjust some of the controls. One of the controls I really recommend adjusting is for the map, and I think I want to bind it to M. That's what it should normally be. When you go into the controls, there's this thing here that says conflicting for controls. You can open that up, and then it shows you any of the key bindings that kind of have multiple controls. So, for instance, M is used on multiple things here, as is C and all this stuff. So this is the one that just kind of messes with me. It's the IC2 mode switch key. I really recommend just changing that to something else right away. I think once that's done, you can press... Oh, M isn't working now either, huh? Wondering where on earth the minimap thing is. Well, it might be in here somewhere. Oh, where are you? It is... Oh, there it is, the voxel map menu. So something else is bound to M, and it's not letting it open. And as you can see, that's kind of a problem. So if ever you have an issue where you're trying to press a button and it isn't working, I recommend do either the configure conflicting here, or just go into configure all, and then scroll through and find what you're looking for. In this case, this Railcraft locomotive key, I'm just going to put that on L. It doesn't really matter. I don't plan on doing any of that. Here we go. So now we have the minimap options. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the radar because it's way too cheaty in my opinion. I also like to go to details and performance, disable filtering there. And that just makes it look more pixely. And I kind of like that, to be honest. Some people like it, some people don't. And yeah, I'm just one of the ones that doesn't really care for it. Okay, now hopefully I didn't bore you with all of those settings and things. I'm still trying to get, get my act together here. I did find some coal. That's obviously a good start here. I'm not going to bore you with the wood punching for too long. Don't worry. I just want to get a crafting table and just get this coal and then maybe find a little cave or something to get into. You've already watched me do some of the basic stuff here. Oh, darn it, you know what? I need one more piece of wood, don't I? Where is a close-by tree? And I just left my crafting table up there. Yes, I did. Oh, so smart. This is already turning out to be, I don't know if you'd call it derpy or adventurous. I mean, I did get attacked, like, right away by a ferocious zombie. That was seriously one of the funnier things. It just came out of the blue and started hitting me. Like, I just log in and that thing just starts. I didn't even get a chance. Oh, well, that's how it goes. All right, so let's see. This is dangerous. They weren't kidding. All right, so now we have some wood. We can at least make good old wooden pickaxe. I do feel like I should probably have even a wooden sword. I don't usually like to build wooden tools other than the pickaxe, just because they're rather worthless. But it's so dangerous around here that I might just want to do that and get it over with. Now I'm also going to need some food, so I better make that sword and just go take that pig out. All right, now let's see. Problem is, it's going to take so much hunger in order to get down. I really should just go to that desert. Oh, well. So, yeah, this is a fun mod pack. It's, as I was trying to say earlier, it's based off of Minecraft 1.6.4, which, oh, can't get to that emery yet. I think we need, I don't know if it's stone or what. I should probably get started on that. So it's not exactly the newest vanilla Minecraft, but it's still a lot of fun. There's some great mods for it, and I, once again, don't have the wood I need for these tools. Yep. Story of my life, right? So, this episode probably isn't going to do too much. As you saw, the mods are a lot, or not mods, mobs, as in monsters. They're a lot more difficult. We're playing with all of the mods enabled on this, except for Hermitcraft and a few other things. So if you're wanting to play along with, you'll want to make sure that you go to your mod pack folder. Like when you're booting up Feed the Beast, hopefully you know how to do that. I'm not explaining it in this video here. But when you boot that up, you are going to want to choose, oh, more coal. Edit mod pack after you have the 1.0.9 pack selected. And that'll let you kind of choose which disabled mods are enabled. Because the Feed the Beast pack actually does come with a few mods that are just disabled by default. You can enable them really easily. You just have to do that first. So there are some things that have, like, I don't know, kind of their special mobs, let's say. So like that golden zombie you saw. Yeah, I think that's one of them. And let's see, let me get a hatchet here. Okay, and some coal. And it should be in business, except I need that pig. Hey, come here, you. Sorry, had to be one of us. It's gonna be me. What on earth is that? Oh no, I think that thing is really nasty. Oh man, so that's from the Hypnotizd mobs. And it is basically going to poison me and destroy me in a matter of seconds if I get too close to it. And I'm really half tempted to do that, except I really don't want to lose all my stuff, and it's almost dark, and there's not a lot of trees where I'm at. I also should probably remove this crafting table, as it looks really unsightly on top of this mountain, or mound, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so yeah, that's from Hypnotizd mobs. It's disabled by default, so if you really want to play with that mod pack, or with that mod enabled, you need to make sure you do so through the Edit Mod Pack option on the Feed the Beast launcher. And it's pretty fun. I'm trying to figure out where all this stone's from. I don't know if someone just put it around here or what, but I'm going to need to find a place just to figure out where I'm going for now. Huh. Well, as long as I'm away from that dweller, I should be okay. Well, there's some horses. Really need some food. I know I have this pork chop here, but it is not going to do me much good unless I find some more. And I don't think I have a lot of time to grow any trees, so I might just have to starve tonight. Oh, this isn't good. It's probably been explored. If if ever you find any of these big greatwood trees, oftentimes they have, what is it, a treasure chest underneath them. But they have to have these spider webs there. If they don't have the spider webs, it's not going to have any treasure. Now, this one's already been looted. That's fine. I didn't get on the server right from the get-go. But one nice thing is, with these greatwood logs, you can actually, you can use those to craft some planks. So they're very, ooh, actually, this is great. Look at all that coal there. I'm just going to chill out over here for now. I wish you sheep were like cows or something. Oh, speaking of cow, look at this guy. Hey, buddy. Has to be one of us. Sorry, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, which is actually a really odd phrase thing to say anyway. I mean, do dogs actually eat dogs? That's just kind of weird. Okay, so this is one of the new ores there. It's for reactor craft, which is a mod that lets you... What on earth? You are so loud. I don't know. It's like a power generation mod. I never got into it, really. I did do a little bit of playing on Feed the Beast Monster, just on my own time. So I had a chance to play with a few of the mods. Hopefully we'll do some fun stuff. But for right now, I think I need to get some of this food cooking and just chill until it is day out. Yeah, so let me just kind of seal this up. Just to make sure I don't die or anything in here. And let me take the stick. Also, one tip you can do. You can make cobblestone sticks just by taking 2 cobblestone. And that gives you a stone tool rod, which you can use to make torches as well. Right now I need the cobblestone a little bit more than the single stick, so I'm just going to make 4 torches. That should be fine. My number 1 priority right now needs to be getting a furnace going. Just so that way I can cook this meat I have and not starve to death. Oh, or I could just talk to Slip. Sounds like he's already got some stuff going. Yeah, I'm only on 2 beef and a pork chop. And that's going to have to do it. Let's see. Yeah, where am I? That's a good question. I don't even know where I am. I'm here. That's where I am. All right, let's eat some steak here. Oh, finally. Finally some food. All right, now with the rest of this piece of coal I'm burning, I might as well put some of these greatwood logs in there. Hopefully they burn and give charcoal. I don't know why they wouldn't. But really, it's, just if I can get some extra charcoal, it's fine. All right, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, probably dig this place out a little bit. See what I can do until day breaks. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so it is indeed morning out. Yeah, it was kind of a rough night. I did get a whole bunch of coal and some charcoal. And there's also this stuff here. This is from a mod called Geostrata. And also, you might notice there's this thing in the top that says cobblestone, and then Minecraft when you're looking at an item. This is called What Am I Looking At? Or WAILA for short, W-A-I-L-A. And it's really helpful. It's enabled by default, which is awesome. And on top of that, it tells you what you're looking at, as well as which mod it came from. So in this instance, you can see that this sandstone cobblestone comes from Geostrata. And this limestone here comes from this eMasher resource, which is cool. Sandstone, it doesn't really do anything too much. You can smelt it. And again, I pressed U there just to see the recipes. It acts as normal cobblestone, which is kind of handy. But you can also make, I think you can smelt it back into sandstone. And then you can make, I think, sandstone bricks with it. There's not a lot you can do. But it's kind of okay. Okay, so I'm going to take my stuff, and I'm going to leave. And hopefully I can figure out what to do. Oh, you know what? I should probably make a sword, huh? Make something to defend myself with, huh? Not too shabby of an idea. It does sound like Slipgator. He has some... Oh, right. I have just enough to make a sword. Sounds like he has some food he's willing to share, and let's face it, that would be really helpful right now. And I should probably make a shovel. There we go. Okay, so I got some basic tools. Got some food. And yeah, it'll get the job done. I'll get it all organized later. But I did also see a whole bunch of mobs in the area. So that's kind of dangerous. Now I need to go over... Whoops. Oh my. What the... Oh! Oh, you scared me for a moment there, Slip. Oh, man. That is beautiful. Oh, berries. I can finally eat. I think these can just be eaten. Oh, wow. These heal a lot. Oh, my goodness. That's really cool. All right. That is great news. Okay, so here's this tunnel. Hypno was on earlier, but he had to, he had to go. His internet was a little choppy. But he said something about a tunnel that led somewhere. I don't know if this is Slip's base or if that's the tunnel that he was talking about. Oh, there's a little tunnel thing. I see over on the side. Oh, handy. Alright, well, let's just see what's on top. We'll kind of figure things out when we get up there. So kind of Slip to share those berries. Oh my goodness, I feel like I need to protect these right away. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's kind of a nice view. Alright, so a valley. Huh, that'll be a nice twist. I know in the Unleashed pack we did, oh, look at that rainbow tree. That is cool. I think that's a dye tree. It's like you can punch it and you get dye, which is nifty. Yeah, well, this is... Oh, there's a path down there. A valley. That's pretty cool. Except there is one thing I need to change on my radar thing. Let me just turn it here, because I wanted to see... I just want to see the players. There we go. That's more than fair. I don't like seeing the mobs, but I'm fine with seeing where other people are at. So it looks like that valley is probably where people are setting up shop. I don't know if that's where I'm going to get started or not. I feel like I should get something done rather than just kind of looking around. But oh well, that's how it goes. Oh, looks like we got a farm or something going on over here. Hey, what's going on, guys? Probably some stuff up there, huh? Yeah, well, you know what? Let's just go exploring for a little bit, and we'll just see what we find. Yeah, I'm not going to punch any of these trees, though. This is kind of, I think, where we want home to be. And I see something huge on the map up there. I bet you that Slips. Oh, is it over there? Wow, that's looking pretty impressive. Portal to the Twilight Forest. Nice. I want to go adventuring in there. That's a good place to get some resources. What on earth is going on there? Oh. Wow. It's a wild looking Aurora block. Wow. Crazy. And yeah, the Nether is particularly dangerous. Looks like we've already got a portal set up. The scariest place ever. Bring diapers. I can attest to that. Particularly with all these extra mobs and everything. It is just unforgiving in there. Hopefully they have it sealed off. Sometimes mobs can slip through. In which case, yeah, it could be kind of nasty. All right, so just, I don't really know. I don't want to really set up a base here just yet because I don't know, it just feels kind of like I want to see what everyone else is doing. I don't like to take up space, but I do want to get some trees going too and just kind of get some resources before I head to the valley and maybe set up a shop. Yeah, there's a lot of trees over here though. Alright, well, I'm going to do a little bit more exploring, so I will see you when I find something interesting. How's that sound? I need to sleep, or at least log out so Slips can sleep, and then hopefully it'll be day, but I think I need to take the plunge. Quickest way to get down there, that's for sure. Okay, let me just find, I don't know, somewhere I can just hide out for right now. And get some resources already. That's what I need to do. Oh, wait. I see some iron. That's really good news. That is some awesome news, actually. So we'll see if he's going to sleep or not. I think it actually says now when people are sleeping online. I haven't played in a while, but that's pretty cool if it does. But this iron will be fantastic. All right, there we go. So we're just going to set up shop in here for right now. I think now that I have all sorts of food, I should probably set a chest up or something. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Okay, now one thing I also recommend, assuming you've already set up your mini-map thing, and also I totally forgot to mention, there are 3 different types of mini-maps that show up. I'm sorry, I actually totally spaced out. But the mini-map is not available just by default. You actually have to go into the Edit Mod Pack thing if you want the mini-map. And there are 3 to choose from. There's Ray's mini-map, there's Zan's mini-map, or Voxel map as I think it's called now. I think you'll still see it in the Mod Pack thing as Zan's. And then there's Opus, which is another one. I would only choose one of those 3 to enable at any given time. This one that I'm using is Zan's minimap, and it's the one that I've used in like Unleashed and all that. I like it. I'm familiar with it. But if you are using either Ray's or the Opus one, it might be different for you. So just keep that in mind. Play with whichever one you prefer, but that's the one I'm using. And I'm going to create a waypoint, and that's just C by default, the C key. It creates a waypoint, and that just shows up on the map, which is really cool. So I'm just going to say, let's see, temp cave base? I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't show up on anyone else's. I tend to make a lot of waypoints, so hopefully, I don't know. It didn't on the old server, but I also didn't set up that base one. So I don't know if that's just like a default or, you know, like one that maybe was just added there by like Hypno or something. Because I think you can have system-wide ones. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so early game, you're definitely going to want to get some copper, some iron. You're going to want to get some redstone, so you got to be ready to dig all the way down. Yeah, I might want to do that. A good way to do that's probably either through stairs or building ladders, too. Ladders is not that bad of an option if you use cobblestone, since you can actually make ladders by using these stone tool rods now. You need a whatchamacallit, a crafting table in order to do so. But if you don't have a lot of wood set up early on, it can be an effective way to get a lot of ladders going. Because let's face it, you really want to get down to the lower levels so you're able to you know, get the good stuff, let's say. Oh my, it's getting dark. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to dig this down for a bit and just kind of see what we find. Oh, right, I was going to make a chest, wasn't I? That's right, now I remember. Going to make a chest, going to make a crafting table, just maybe a furnace, get that stuff smelting. Don't waste too much time smelting your ore, because early on you really want to be doubling it as soon as you can, and I'll show you how to do that. But for right now, we'll just start with the basics. So we need a chest to make sure we can store all of our stuff. Well, my stuff. I guess it isn't really yours. And we're just going to put that there. Now, I can put all of my blackberry seeds there, and my copper, and my iron. In fact, I'm actually going to cook the iron, because it's not really that bad. Not really that bad to cook it. And I'm going to want to make some stairs. So I don't have a lot of cobblestone right now, and that's fine. But I do want some stairs, and I actually do want another 2 stone picks. I know, so much crafting, right? I'll try to keep from doing too much more of this. It's just always that obligatory first episode. You know how it goes, right? Right? I punched a tree and everything. Oh, okay, so I'm going to just dig this down, and I'll pop back if something cool happens. Okay, so I know, I just started. I'm not too far at all. But I did run into this thing. This is some earth-infused stone. And you'll find actually 6 of these total. It's from Thaumcraft. It's kind of one of those more magical mods. It's kind of neat. I really didn't care for it earlier on, back when I was playing, like, what is it, Ultimate, and then the Unleashed pack. I didn't even get into that either. I like technology. But I'm also kind of sick of technology, to be honest, and I don't know. It could be kind of fun. But needless to say, if you want to get into Thaumcraft, you're going to need to find a set of all of these shards. You're going to need to make this thing, the Thaumometer, eventually. And it requires a water shard, fire shard, order, earth, air, and entropy shard, as well as some gold and some gray glass. So those are very handy to get. You're also going to need to make a wand of some sort. And I'm trying to think of how to do that. I know you need to make some stuff, but I'll do that later. Maybe. We'll see if I get into to Thaumcraft, as it's called. And it's Thaum, as in with an N, or ending with a M. I'm sorry, not anything else. Some people mishear it. And that's rather comical, I guess. I tell you, when I'm talking to my parents about Thaumcraft, sometimes they... Oh, it sounds like I'm saying something else they say, but oh well. Oh, wow. Well, this is convenient. Some gold, some ruby ore, which is actually very good news, and some rutile, which is in another mod that I'm actually looking forward to getting into. It's called Mariculture. I, unfortunately, need an iron pick in order to mine any of that stuff. So I have to hop up here, which is actually kind of silly because I have all these stairs. But then again, thanks to Slip, I have all sorts of food, which I should probably put most of it away unless I need it. Same with the coal. Alright, so let's... oh, right, I already made the iron. How cool is that? Will it let me use this to make that? No. Unfortunately, I gotta use the real stuff. So that's fine. Alright, let's make an iron pick. That is the pick that I pick. Okay, and let's take these stairs. Kind of get this thing going. Oh, that probably wasn't too smart. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, let's see. What is this all about? Now, you may remember me talking up the ruby ores and the rubies from the Ultimate pack, where they were very helpful for Greg Tech stuff, as it was called. Well, Greg Tech is no longer a part of this pack, and I'll be honest, I'm really not too in favor of how it's changed the game. Same with Industrial Craft as a whole. Wow, that dropped a lot of rubies. So I'm probably not going to get into that. Yeah, but that's okay, because rubies now are mostly just used for tools. You can make just tools with them. You could do that in the Ultimate pack, but in this, it's pretty nice. So I'm going to make a nice, I don't know if I should make a ruby pickaxe or like a ruby sword or so many different things. So many different things. In fact, let's just take a look really quick here. What can we make with this? Oh, we can also make ruby seeds. That's in that magical crops mod. That's pretty fun. ruby pickaxe is probably my best bet, especially since it has +6 attack damage. That's actually decent. I could use that as a weapon. Yeah, so this is all you can do with it. So really don't feel bad about using it to make some tools. Basically, like in the older versions, ruby tools are, they can mine just about anything that diamond can, except they have less durability. So keep that in mind. All right. But they still have a lot of durability. Don't get me wrong. And we also have some gold, and we have this rutile ore, which makes titanium ingots, apparently. Interesting. Apparently this is used in different things for mariculture, which is kind of a neat mod. I think it's more along the lines of, what is it, like underwater stuff. And that might be something I want to pick up, kind of make an underwater base, you know. I know I voiced an interest in that in the past, and that's pretty cool. It could have been neat had I done that, but who knows. All right, I'm going to get back to just getting some basic resources. And, yeah, I'll see you in a moment. Oh, one thing that's really kind of handy. So inside of these chests and inventories and basically everything, if you press R, like while you're typing in NEI here, it sorts your inventory. And that's so annoying. So what you can do to get around that, just press this thing here and change the sort key to something. I generally just put it as /, and that generally does a good job. So that way, when you're typing something with an R in NEI here, and this isn't a cheat mode thing, this is just, you click it and it shows the recipes, which is super handy. Super handy indeed. And if you right-click it, it shows you what it's used in, which is also very handy. You probably have seen me do that plenty of times before, but I figured, you know what, doesn't hurt going over it again. This is the first part of a series. Some people, you know, they like to start on a part 1 of a series, and they might not have watched season 1 or season 2, because we are into season 3. Yeah, all right, time to do a little bit more exploring. Okay, here we go. We're down a bit more, and I just found some lead ore. Now, lead ore wasn't overly exciting in some of the older versions. However, one of the mods that got a massive revamp is one of my favorites, actually. It's thermal expansion. So with this lead ore, you can now make these lead ingots. I mean, you could do that before, nothing too new there. But these are used in a lot of things now, other than just like factorization stuff. For instance, let's see, where is it? You can now make these leadstone energy conduits. Instead of having to use the redstone energy conduits, which you have to make like all sorts of stuff to do, you just need a little bit of redstone, 2 pieces of lead, and some glass. And then you get some of these leadstone energy conduits, which can basically transfer power from any thermal expansion device. It also is compatible transferring thermal expansion stuff, which uses a new thing called RF, or redstone flux as it's called, which you can see here. You hold shift and it tells you, and it transfers a pretty good amount. Now, every 10 RF is the equivalent of 1 MJ in the past. So this is sort of like transferring 8 MJ. So it's not a lot, but it gets the job done earlier on. So definitely get lead. It's actually pretty useful now. This flux capacitor is like a portable thing you can use to charge tools with. You can also make fluiducts, which transfer fluid, and these are opaque, so you won't be able to see anything in there, but they're handy. And you can make item ducts by using some lead and some tin, and these are just lead and some copper. And you can also make leadstone energy cell frames for a fairly cheap amount, actually. I mean, it's just 4 pieces of lead, 4 glass, and then a redstone block, which is 9 redstone. And that gets you this thing, which you can then craft into something. Actually, you can make a few things. But it's this leadstone energy cell that you'll make. And it can store 400,000 RF. So I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. But since we're kind of going over the basic, should I keep this ore or not phase, Lead is a lot more useful now. So definitely try to get some lead early on because it's helpful. As is silver too. You still need that in a lot of different things. All right, back to it. Okay, here's a new one here. This is essence ore. Looks kind of like emeralds if you look at it from a distance, but it has these little rune things that kind of pop out of it. Let's see. Doesn't break with a stone shovel. Looks like you need at least iron in order to break it. As with this marble here, there's like 5 million types of marble in this game. Ugh. And there's all sorts of different things from this Geostrata mod, and I really don't like it, to be honest. It's like, I mean, look, it's just filling up my inventory with all sorts of different types of cobblestone, rather than just piling up all neatly in one pile. I mean, seriously, look at this for a second here. Like, why am I going to need all of this cobblestone when I don't even have enough for a second stack there? Anyway, this essence dust, this makes this weak essence stuff, and this is used in this magical crops mod. And the weak essence will only get you like dye seeds and coal seeds, and basically you can grow whatchamacallit, coal with that, like coal essence you could call it. But as you make even larger essence stuff, you have options for more seeds, and you can grow better things with that. So that's pretty cool. That's what it's used for. Definitely a cool mod. You can actually get a lot of really nice resources that way, particularly if you get a good farm going. I think the best way to start off, though, is trying to get as much of that as possible, and I think you can get essence seeds just by, hitting the ground where you see the seeds normally. Oh, I'm actually at the diamond layer now. That's exactly where I want to be. So that's pretty good. In fact, let me just patch that up. I like to get down to, where is it, 12Y. So see on the little thing here, if it says 12, up in the top right corner there on the map. Or you can press F3 if you don't have it, and it's whatever the Y is. Oh, actually, the Y is 11 now. Oh, well, I always go by 12 on the 1. Well, let's do that. All right, so this is where I like to start my mining, just because it seems to have the most diamonds. So hopefully it will be a good little expedition here. But I'm going to build these stairs up, drop off my loot, and then get back to mining. I just wanted to show you those essence ores. Oh my goodness! Look, I found diamonds! Not quite. It's this cadmium stuff. Again, from Hermitcraft. So, not going to do you too much good until you get a big power supply going. As far as I know, it's not something I'm too familiar with, and unfortunately there's not a lot of documentation about what it even does out there. There's probably some mod spotlights, but I have a feeling it's not exactly what I need right now. So if you're just starting out, don't worry too much about it. Hopefully it's not something you need a lot of later on, but I never needed it. Ooh, I need some more torches. So you know what I can do? Yeah, just do some of this. Look at that. And ta-da! What a perfect way just to get a whole bunch of torches. Because you find a whole ton of coal when you're caving. Or when you're just, like, mining and stuff. That's what I do. Alright. Oh, what do we got here? What is that? Huh, alright. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You might mishear me, you know. It's just probably more of that Geostrata stuff, because just can't get enough of it. Oh. I'll be honest, I really don't like it. It doesn't look all that great. It really doesn't. Alright. Okay, just keep going. That's what I was looking for, some redstone. Yep, once you get some gold, some redstone, and maybe some lead and some copper and tin, you should be able to start making some pretty cool stuff. Or at least decent things. And I should now have enough redstone to do a lot. Definitely feeling good about that. So yeah, let's see. Got like 52. That should be plenty to start building some things. Got some gold. Got some iron. So I think we should be able to start building some of the basic things. Pretty much whenever. So I'm just going to do a little bit more here. And then I think we should just kind of get things going. Maybe make a temporary base? I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. I might actually do all that in another episode, because I guess it's getting kind of late, and I haven't really done all that much. But that's okay. I mean, you know how it is. You know how it is. It's just the grind, and I'm making you sit through it again. I know, what could be more fun than watching Marriland swing a pick at this cobblestone, right? Actually, secretly, I'm just hoping I run into diamonds while we're talking, because that would be pretty nice. But I don't think that's in the cards. Although, I did find some pretty cool ore here that I guess I'll talk about before I head on upstairs. So, first of all, there's this Mimikite ore from the Mimicry mod. And it's pretty neat, actually. Definitely mine it whenever you see it available, because, well, let's put it to you this way. It basically is a wild card. It can count as just about anything. And, wow, I don't know what this stuff is. That's pretty cool. Basically, it has a ton of shapeless crafting recipes. For instance, you can take an iron ingot and mix it with this, and you get 2 iron ingots. Or take some gold and mix it with 4, and you get 2 gold ingots. So the amount of Mimikite required actually varies based on how rare the item you're trying to duplicate is. But, for instance, this can count as 5 redstone, or count as, well, actually, I guess it'd be 4, or 2 coal, or some glowstone, or, basically whatever you want. So that's pretty handy, actually. Pretty handy indeed. Very good just for kind of duplicating things. It's also really nice. It's recommended to use this not on the ingots themselves, but on the ores. Let's see if I can find it. Oh my goodness, there's so many recipes. What are some of the useful ones? I know ores are very handy. Because I think one, yeah, like, oh no, it just cooks it into 2. But that's not that bad early on. Definitely consider that. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Anyway, that is definitely something to get. And then there's this ferrous ore, which is still very useful. If you remember kind of stockpiling that in the old Feed the Beast Ultimate pack, or even the other Unleashed, or at least those are the ones I did. It's probably useful in other ones too. It's useful in this as well. However, for a different reason, although in a lot of ways very similar to the same reason, you need it in order to get something else. That's right, with this ferrous ore, don't smelt it. When you get it, don't smelt it, because it'll just give you this ferrous ingot stuff, which is okay. You use that in a few things, but not that much. You use it to make Invar, which is actually pretty nice. But what's the best use for this thing? Okay, 2 uses. First of all, pulverizing it, recommended early on if you really don't mind efficiency, because you want this pulverized shiny metal stuff. This stuff is used to make tesseracts later in the game. You could just pulverize it and have a chance of getting the dust. Or you can get the cinnabar stuff and make your ferrous that way, where you're guaranteed to get the shiny ingot. This is the recommended way to do it if you want the most efficiency out of your ferrous ore. If you don't happen to do that, that's okay, but just keep in mind that you really want the pulverized shiny metal in order to make this Endurium blend, which you use to make the late game tesseracts and big honkin' energy cells that hold 50 million RF. Very cool. So I'm just cautioning you, while you're going through and exploring everything and everything's all new and you don't have a clue what on earth you should cook and what you shouldn't and what you need to keep and what you don't. Well, ferrous ore is certainly something to keep for later. You don't want to do anything with it until you're set, because really it's nice and all. The Invar is helpful, and you'll probably want to smelt some or pulverize some, before you just stockpile it, because you'll need it to get the induction furnace. But ideally, you should try to keep it for when you have the cinnabar and that induction smelter. That's it, the induction smelter. Okay, well, you know what? I got plenty of stuff here. I think I am actually pretty good as far as resources go. So I apologize if it was a bit of a boring episode. That's always how the part ones go of any Minecraft series, you know how it is. We just started here on the monster pack not too long ago, so that's why there's not a whole lot already built up. But that's fine. I'm glad to be a part of it from the beginning, and hopefully this time I'll have more time for it. Last time was kind of brutal. But anyway, I will see you. Whoa! I really see you. I will see you in the next episode of Marriland's Hermitcraft Feed the Beast Adventure. Woo! See ya next time. Whoa, Weasels. Oh my. See ya.